Imagine getting tased in your nether region by accident by the police. Yo, you guys gotta hear this story. I wish I could make this up. I don't think anybody could. Working in the ER as usual, night shift, trauma. So I had this gentleman that was brought in by police, and typically when people are brought in police custody, they are cuffed to the stretcher, right? They did something messed up, and they're coming to me now because the cops did something to them, or something happened to the patient in general, and they need to get checked out before they go to prison or they go to jail or what have you. So anyway, they wheel in this guy, and I walk over to him, and first thing I notice is he's not cuffed to the stretcher, right? Now, they're typically cuffed to the stretcher because they are violent, aggressive, what have you. And it's also an extra layer of protection for the staff, right? Nurses, myself, etc., etc. You don't know what these people are capable of, so usually they don't come in the best mood. They come in pretty aggressive and aggravated, and they're ready to hit anybody that comes near them. Even the person that's trying to help them, me. Happened many times. So I walk up with caution because I see that there are no cuffs, right? And I happen to see this thin, very like filament like wire, right? And typically, when the patients come in, they put them on a stretcher and they cover them with a sheet, right? A sheet or a blanket, because it's usually pretty cool in the hospital. All I can notice is that there's this little thin wire that's coming from under his sheet, and it's kind of like leaving the stretcher near the base of his legs where his sneakers are. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, what's going on here, right? Now, I've seen plenty of times people come in tased, right? And usually what happens is the patient was aggressive, cops tase him to, you know, calm him down, bring them to me, and so I have to basically check on the person, make sure that they're fine after they got tased, and then I have to cut out the taser prong out of their skin, right? So it's basically kind of like a tiny little fish hook, and here's a picture of what it really looks like. I hate these things. And to make it even better, as of recent, they actually started putting two little hooks on them. So now it's even harder to get them out. So usually what I do is I numb it up and I get a little scalpel and I kind of just cut around it. They don't feel it and I'm able to get it out pretty quick without any much damage. And then, I have them go on their way, with checking their heart, of course, make sure that the EKG didn't trigger anything after they got shocked and tased. A lot of electricity that go through your body. Finally, so I see this guy, and again, A, he's not cuffed. B, he has this wire kind of coming down from by his leg. Looks to me like a taser wire, right? But if he was tased, then why isn't he cuffed? So I go over and introduce myself to the cop, because there's always a cop with them when they get tased. They have to kind of stay with them the entire time. So I walk over to the cop, introduce myself. Hey, what's going on? What happened? He goes, oh, he got tased. Can you just take out the prong? So I'm like, yeah, sure, but what's the deal? Like, why aren't they cuffed? So he tells me, the cop actually admits this. Oh, he was tased by accident. By accident. You tased the guy by accident? You ran, I don't know how many volts, 50,000 volts through their body, 100,000 volts through their body by accident? Now is when the patient starts to go off, right? So I go over to the patient, because the patient's like right there a few inches away. He goes, by accident, I am going to sue the out of you guys. You wait for me, this, that, the other thing, right? It's really aggressive. So I'm like, all right, calm down, calm down. I'm here to help you. Talk to me, tell me what happened. Oh, I was walking by this bar and there was a huge fight outside. I had nothing to do with it. I was just walking, minding my own business. And one of the guys that was getting into a fight, the cops told him to stop. He stopped and he started running. And as he started to run, I just happened to be on the street as an innocent bystander. He pummeled into me, right? He like ran into him without paying attention. He fell. As he was falling on top of the patient, right? Bad guy falling on top of the patient. this rookie cop decided to tase the bad guy because he was running away. While he's tasing him, or when he's going to shoot him to tase him, he fell on top of this poor guy that's now my patient, and as he shot it, he missed. Okay, everybody misses. No big deal, right? The big deal is when you actually hit the wrong person with the taser in his nether region, if you catch my drift. Yeah. So, patient was not happy. I wasn't particularly happy because I had to remove the taser prong, right? But it is what it is. An hour later, some lidocaine, very, very, very gentle hands with a scalpel, and I got it out. But yeah, he got tased in his nether region accidentally. That's a fun story to have, right?